Hello, fanatics. I have missed you. Beyond words, I have missed you so much. So today is Wednesday the 10th of April. We're in April already. Oh my God. So, I thought I would come on and do a Wip N Chat because I have missed you so much. I am in my new house. We are still unpacking. We're more unpacked than we were. I did a backstage video. Now, a backstage video, for those of you who don't know, if you are a member on my channel, there are 3 tiers. There is the Fanatic Friend for £2 a month, support member, I think £5 a month, and family member is £9 a month. I do videos, they're called backstage, because they literally are backstage. You will see me... To use Tink's words on a comment on that video, Cindy's Little Factory, it pretty much sums up my backstage videos. I could be bagging drills, I could be packing kits. There's also sneak peeks in there. There's everything over there. So yeah, you don't have to, there's no pressure. It's just something if you're interested in. I try to do 1 a week, but obviously life gets hectic and everything else. So let's just Wip N Chat, shall we? Shall we just do a Wip N Chat? I'm just going to waffle on, okay? You all know me by now. I waffle and I go round the houses and come back to the point where I was starting at. I do all of that. I just want to spend some time with my friends because I've missed you so very much. Now we have a lot to cover, okay? And I'm just going to waffle through it and get this Wip N Chat uploaded for you guys because I miss you. I cannot stress how much I've missed you. And yeah. Okay. So, let's begin with the basics. Okay. I'm going to start off with a little bit of a sad beginning, but I'm going to go into all the positives and all the happiness and everything very, very shortly. So, on Friday, that will be the 12th, I had a daughter and she passed away from sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS as it is known, 20 days later. So this period in my life, on her birthday, on Friday, at early evening, I'm not going to tell you times because you'll all message me, but early evening, I relive it. I relive Katie being born, and then on the 2nd of May, I relive the trauma that day. It's horrific, and I do it every year, and I can't not do it. It's just, I don't know if that's a Cindy thing or if every parent who has lost a child kind of does the same thing. I can't vouch for that, but it's what I do, and it's as raw as the day it happened. So yeah, it's tough going. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I'm working on a Child of Heaven from Diamond Art Club. I'll put the image on screen because obviously I'm diamond painting and I've only just started it. So I'm doing it for these 20 days and it's kind of like a therapy thing. I'm bringing Katie to the forefront a little bit. I do want to hang it in my house. I have bought a frame for it because she is my family, and just because she's not here doesn't make her any less part of my family. And yeah, that's why I brought this up. It's just a very special, meaningful piece for me and sums up exactly what Katie is, a child of heaven. So yeah, okay, so that's what I'm working on, a Child of Heaven from Diamond Art Club. I am going to change the blue blanket to pink because obviously it's more fitting for me. I'm not a blinger upper. I'm not an enhancer by any means, but I will do my best, and I'll probably put glitter drills in there or something. So yeah, sorry to begin on a downer, but yeah, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so grab your project, grab a drink of choice, whether that be tea, coffee, alcohol, juice, water, Coke, you name it. Bring that along and let's diamond paint and chat and fill you in on everything that's been happening in these 2 weeks. Okay, so let's begin there. Okay, so it's actually been, let me just check my calendar. I'm not editing this, but let's just quickly check. So I go live on Mondays at 8 p.m. my time, and I couldn't do March 25th. I would tell you why. Let's begin there. On March 25th, I was all set to go live and come in and say, look, I won't be here next week because I'll be moving house, because I had to be out in the first week of April, I think by the 3rd. So I had like literally a week to be out of that house, and I was dealing with, we'll call him Jack. I was dealing with Jack and to do with the tenancy of this house. And we're emailing back and forth, we're talking on the phone back and forth, we're doing both every day, and it's just super stressful. If you don't answer my email by 4:30, we can no longer proceed with the tenancy. He was just adding stress in. Well, on that Monday, it was, I don't know, 3:00 in the afternoon. It had gone late, okay? And he basically told me that we didn't have the house. Now what do I do? Because I've got a week. And what do I do now? He told me that we didn't have the house for whatever reason I can't even remember. And I just broke down. I physically broke down and I just could not come on live. Newsflash, we got the house. But on that Monday, he told me that we didn't. And it just sent me into a panic and a turmoil, and I couldn't put that aside and come on live. And I know full well if I'd have come on in bits, you would have all rallied around and supported me the best you could. I just couldn't step out of my own way enough to come on live, because I want to bring I'm not I'm not the most how can we put this? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just couldn't put myself aside enough to kind of, do the wheels and bring all that fun and joy and all the giveaways, and I just couldn't physically do it. So that's why that was cancelled, so to speak. Then obviously we did have the house. Then it's obviously Easter going on as well, and then on Monday we were moving in. I picked up the keys on the 30th, which was in between Easter, Good Friday, and so I picked up the keys then, and then obviously it was Bank Holiday Monday, and we had no Wi-Fi in this house, and it had already been cut off at the old house, so I could not go live on Monday, the 1st of April. Then this Monday, the Wi-Fi hadn't yet fully kicked in. I did have internet, I did have Wi-Fi, but it wasn't a strong enough connection. So it was still dipping in and out, and all of that fun stuff that you have to wait for it. I don't know, I don't understand it. But I was talking to, I'm with Virgin Media, so I was talking to the guy on chat, and I'm like, what is going on? Is this going to be a permanent thing? And he said, no, it's the broadband is like strengthening. It will dip in and out for a while. So that was happening on Monday. So again, I didn't want to be all cutting in and out on a live. So yeah, it's back. We're back. We're in our new house. I will do a house tour. I will do a craft room tour. I have my own craft room, my own space to put everything I need. Although 2 appliances have made it into the craft room, which I'm not happy about, but we haven't got anywhere else to put them. So we'll have to work around the fridge freezer and the tumble dryer, which will only be used here and there sparingly. But yeah, I have a craft room dedicated to my craft. Yay. I also have a headquarters where I pack orders, and backstage, you know all this already. But I must say, we picked up our keys on Saturday and we came straight here because I wanted to see the house without the tenant's stuff in it. Because when we looked at the house, like all his stuff was everywhere. And we opened the front door and you could smell the fresh paint. And the landlord, he called me. I can't remember when. I think it might have been Monday, Tuesday time. That he called me on the phone and we had a conversation, and I said, wow, this house is just absolutely gorgeous. And he said we turned that around in 4 days. 4 days. Yeah, he was not happy at the condition of the house with the old tenant, but I said I could smell the paint when I walked in. It was amazing. He's very nice. He's a very nice guy, and it's we have carpets and we have flat floor. I know that sounds really insane, but for 13 to 15 months, I can't remember exactly now, but for 15 months we were walking on wonky floors. And whenever I was trying to do videos on my dining room table, the camera would wobble because the floor was so wobbly. It was insane. And because I stood my ground and said, you're not going to charge me £200 more a month, to live in this house with these wonky floors. Fix the floors, then I'll pay it. And they instead told me to leave. So, a blessing in disguise, I think, because this house, I cannot tell you. Now, my old house, let's call it the wonky house. The wonky house was on a main road, and we had a school, literally, you could see it from the window. It was across the road, a primary school. So I would have traffic non-stop, 24 hours a day, zooming up and down that road. And obviously the school run, and Henry would be barking at buses because we had a bus stop outside the house. It was just chaos. Where I live now, silence. I live on the end of a cul-de-sac, meaning only delivery people or the people that live here come down here. They don't even get this far down to turn around if they've gone the wrong way. They don't even get this far down. So it's absolute bliss. And for the last, week or so that we've been in here, we can hear the birds in the garden. That's all we can hear. Birds, and it's just absolute bliss. No school run, no buses, nothing. Now, the only window that faces out the front is the kitchen window. That's where I get to see my car. And my car is sitting on my own little personal driveway, right by the front door. We've got a sensor light. You know, at night, if you go past my front door, the sensor light comes on. Safe and secure in this house. Yeah, it's peaceful, and I have never felt so chilled and relaxed and happy in a house. Now, I do have a couple of stories. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna laugh at me, but everything is just good. Everything is just good. Now, we've had a couple of bumps in the road. Okay, so I set up my craft room, and it's a work in progress because obviously we're still unpacking and we're still doing everything, but I set up my craft. I had to find somewhere to diamond paint. Okay, so we set up the sofas, we set up the beds, we set up the dining room table where we sit and eat, set up my diamond paint and craft table. We were good. We had somewhere to eat, somewhere to sleep, somewhere to sit, and the kids obviously had their computers because they literally carried them into the house. Like, yeah, they've got their computers, and everything was fine. Then a couple of days ago, I thought, right, it's time to set the PC up because, yeah, I've got to start shipping all the orders out and everything. And I set it all up downstairs in my craft room. I set my PC up. I couldn't get the Wi-Fi connected. Why can't I get the Wi-Fi connected? And on the computer, I even got Carl to sit there, and he sat there a good hour, you know, and we're both YouTubing solutions and everything. We sat there for well over an hour, and it just kept saying, connect the Ethernet cable. And I'm like, I don't want to. I want to use the Wi-Fi. Like, what are you not understanding? Now, for some reason, and this is odd, the Wi-Fi router the Wi-Fi router is in my bedroom. I don't know why, but it's not downstairs in the front room or the kitchen or whatever. It's not downstairs, it's in my bedroom. And it's telling me to connect the PC to the router. Okay, fine. I'll do that then. I brought my craft table up. I set my PC up. And boom. I now have my craft table and a PC in my bedroom, which I did not want, because the router's up here. So, heads up. On Monday Night Live, it'll be streaming from my bedroom. Yep. I mean, at least it's private, right? At least it's private. And, oh my gosh, streaming from my bedroom. And it was kind of a throwback, because when I started on my YouTube channel, I used to say I'm just a girl diamond painting in my bedroom. I used to say that all the time. And here we are again. So I am just a girl in her bedroom diamond painting. Except now we do lives. Okay, so there you go. But we got it sorted, and I will be back on Monday live from my bedroom. But yeah, I'll be back on Monday, which will be when? The 15th of April. So that was an upheaval. Now, because my craft table is now in my bedroom, because obviously it's got to hold my PC and everything, right? As well as my diamond painting. So I have a diamond painting that I'm working on in my bedroom. I come up here on an evening, and I caught up with all of my wrestling. Oh my gosh, I missed my wrestling. But I sat and watched, 4.5 hours? 4.5 hours of wrestling. Oh, I was in my happy place, diamond painting, in my bedroom. And my son came in and he went, "Mum, that's a little bit loud." And I'm like, "You're telling me?" Because I can hear your computer and you screaming at your computer. That's loud too. And he went to shut the door, and I went, "I'll put my headphones on." So I sat there with my headphones, diamond painting, watching my wrestling. Very, very happy. Very happy. So not only have I got the PC working, the Wi-Fi working, I'm diamond painting, watching wrestling. So extremely happy. Yeah, and that's that. Now that left me with no table to diamond paint downstairs in my craft room, so I bought a new craft table, and that turned up yesterday, funnily enough. Yesterday it turned up, and me and Reese put that together. Reese, he is ADHD, and I think one of his quirks or a superpower, however you want to word it, is he loves puzzles, whether it's jigsaw puzzles, brain teaser puzzles. He's very good at them. He's very good at riddles, things like that. So I said to Reese, "I've got a puzzle for you." And he was like, "Okay." And he came downstairs and went, "Oh, yeah, we're putting this together." Now, we got close to the end, okay? And they had these tiny little screws that go underneath, because it tilts the tilt-in table. It's a tilt-in table. Could I find my screwdriver? No, I could not. And I said to Reese, it's one of the very last things we packed. So what did we pack? The very last things, because I remember it being on the windowsill as we cleared out the room. If I didn't find it, I found it. So we ended up tightening because I was using a kitchen knife, a sharper one, and then I went and got a dinner knife. No, it just wasn't strong enough to turn it, but I found the screwdriver. Ideal timing. And we put the table together. Yay! Then I opened my Diamond Art Club because I was determined to do that painting on my new desk, in my new craft room, because it's Katie's birthday. So that's what I'm doing. Yes. So I'm working on that in my craft room. And it's awesome. I still have to pick Henry up and place him outside. And he sits and whines to be picked up, to be brought in. Although he's getting better, he's not running away from me anymore. He's like, I've learned. If I run, she just closes the door again. So he's learnt his lesson. He lets me pick him up now. But yeah. So that's that. Now, as well as the house being amazing, we each have a room. We're each very happy in our own rooms. And I have my craft room. And the kids have, I think, the PlayStation 5 downstairs. I don't know if it's the PlayStation or the Xbox, I can't remember. They have so many. Carl sits downstairs, and when he comes home from work, we have dinner, and then we sit and watch something on either YouTube or something he wants to watch. He was watching a show, he got into a show, not my thing, so I was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go in there and dime paint. And he was like, okay. I can still hear the TV, and I sit in there and dime paint and chat. Because the doors are open. So it's awesome. Henry has settled in my craft room as well, funnily enough. He has the kitchen, the front room, and the craft room, but I put his bed in the craft room right next to me, funnily enough, and he loves it in there. He absolutely loves it in there. So I just left his bed in there, and he sleeps in there. I went down to make a cup of tea. He's fast asleep in his bed in the craft room. And he likes when the doors are open to the garden. He sits by there, or he strolls around in the garden. But yeah, he's very happy. When we first moved in, what happened was the man in a van, his name was Stuart. He was really, really nice and really, really helpful. And he loaded up, the fridge, the washing machine, and all those big things, the sofas and stuff. Things I couldn't fit in the car. And I put Henry in my car. And then he said, right, I'm going to go to the house if you stay here. And I'm like, all right. And he took Cole. And I was like, okay, why does he need me to stay here? I guess because he was coming back, I don't know. Even though Cole had keys, but whatever. So I stayed behind, and Henry was in the car. So he was out of the way of all of the action, so to speak, while everything was being taken out. Then we ended up at this house, and we've got our beds, we've got our sofa and the dining room table, So we've got all of that set up now. Then we went to go back to the house to get more stuff that had been boxed up and whatnot. And Henry was like, okay, we're leaving now, are we? Okay, cool. And I was like, no, you stay here. And he was like, say what? He thought we were visiting for a couple of days. He was like on edge a little bit. It's only when I put the food bowl down and stuff that he kind of went, all right then, we're staying here. And he settled quite quickly after that, I think. But yeah, he was a bit, why are we in this strange house? And where's the wonky floors? Because, you know. But yeah, he's very, very settled now. He loves the garden. The garden's pretty cool. Because outside of the windows, there is like a little fence and a gate. And it goes on to a little greenery. Then you've got a path that goes straight down to headquarters. I call it the summer house, but Fanatic headquarters, that's what it's turned into. And then next to Fanatic headquarters, you've got like a tin shed where I've put the lawnmower, the camping stuff, and stuff that we don't necessarily need all the time. My headquarters, my gosh. I bought a big trestle table, pasting table, a solid one. I didn't want a wooden one because they get wobbly over time. But it's a big plastic and metal trestle table, and that's where I pack all my orders. I've got racking coming for that headquarters. I've got racking coming so I can stack stuff on there and get it up onto shelves. It's a very exciting time. It is a very exciting time. I still have stuff in the storage unit, so that's going to have to be slowly brought back in. And that'll happen over time. There's no rush. The priority was getting out of that wonky house into this gorgeous house, which we're done. We have done. Yeah. Okay, so let me share a funny story, okay? I'm loving this house and I walk around it happy and content. I can go in the kitchen and, I'm finding homes for everything. And then you have to be kind of practical as well. So, like, you need your saucepans in this cupboard and, food in this cupboard and all of that. Plates in this cupboard. It has to be practical. And I was loving this house. And I bought a really nice bedspread for my bed because I wanted to treat myself. And so much joy in this house. I'm so relaxed. I'm so content in this house. I've only been here a short time. And we had no Wi-Fi. Okay, and the kids kept reminding me of this fact. Mum, got no Wi-Fi. I'm like, I know. They cut it off at the old house on the 31st, and they were supposed to reinstate it here at the new house on the 1st. That's what was supposed to happen. First came and went, second came and went, third came and went, and so it continued. So I got on the messenger thing, chat to someone live, okay, live chat, cool, get me somebody. After waiting, one of their agents came on, and I said, look, I moved house, and it was supposed to kick in on the 1st, but nothing. And he went, he didn't activate it. Why? Why didn't he activate it? Yeah. So then obviously he said that the signal will be weaker. It'll be weak for a while and then it'll gain strength. I don't understand that, but that's what he said. I'll take your word for it. And it's true, it kept dipping in and out and then, oh, got no Wi-Fi again. Yes, we have. No, we haven't. It did that for a while, but it's all up and running. It's all up and running. And all good. Now, while we had no Wi-Fi, I very cleverly downloaded Peaky Blinders. I love Peaky Blinders. I've seen it before, but I wanted to rewatch it from the beginning. So I downloaded the whole 6 seasons, I think it is. And I sat in bed watching it on my phone. Okay? Because I didn't need Wi-Fi, I downloaded it. So, boom, I'm sat in bed watching Thomas Shelby do his thing. Happy days. And then I thought, Cindy, turn it off now and go to sleep. So because I was on my side, right? I had my phone laid on my bed and I rolled over and there is a loft hatch in my room and it was lit up like a Christmas tree. And I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Now, I made a mistake. I think it was like stupid o'clock in the morning. It was 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm like, seriously, there's a light on in the loft. How am I going to sleep? I stood on my bed because the bottom of my bed, you can see the hatch. Okay? Well, I can reach it. I opened it and there's a ladder. And I thought, cool. But I'm not tall enough, because I am short, I'm not tall enough to reach the ladder. So as I'm rejiggling myself on the bed, because obviously I'm wobbling as well, because it's on a mattress, I freaked myself out because there was a statue of Pinocchio standing there staring at me. I grabbed my phone and I took a photo of it, just to give you an idea. So if you're Diane Payton, please do look up. Here is Pinocchio staring at us. Could I go to sleep? No, I could not. I could imagine him going, I am a real boy, from the loft. Yeah. It freaked me out. I remember I was talking to, I think it was Leanne at that time, Leanne and Travis, and I was telling them, and they were like, hell no, would I go to sleep in that, which made it even worse. So thanks, guys. Yeah, it freaked me out. I could not sleep. And then the next day I said to Cole, you got to go up there. You got to go up there and move that, because, oh my God, I could just, yeah. So I sent Carl up there to turn the attic light off, because I'm assuming he was working up there, the landlord, and he forgot to turn it off. And then I went up the ladder. I went halfway up the ladder and I've got my head up in the... It's all floorboarded and everything. It'd be an amazing room, I think, but it's just full of stuff. Right, so I stuck my head up and I said to Carl, oh, there's an orange wire. And then this happened. What did you just do?
Found the light switch for the attic.
Where?
It's down here, next to the boiler.
Do it. my God. It turns out that the switch for the loft light bulb is outside my bedroom door. So we've obviously flicked it on thinking it was part of the boiler that's in that cupboard, or we switched it on and he just turned it off and the light went off. And I'm like, are you for real? We did all of this and the light switch is outside my bedroom door. I slept soundly that night. There's no light on now. Pinocchio has been moved to probably Carl's room. He's standing over Carl's room. He's been moved. Yeah. That was interesting. And a fun story to share with you guys, I guess. Because you're all laughing right now. That a 45-year-old woman in her bed was terrified of Pinocchio staring down at her. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I've missed talking to you. I've missed chatting to you and just, yeah, being here and being present. And I've been through so much stress and anxiety that I'm actually really relaxed and content and happy and at peace. We have moved into an amazing house that accommodates my business. You know, I've got the headquarters where I pack orders. I've got racking coming. I bought one just to see, because you can never gauge how big it is. They can tell me measurements. It's like when you buy a dime painting and you go, 60 by 80, that'll be fine. And then it turns up and it's freaking massive. So, while I had no Wi-Fi, I recorded a load of kitting up videos. Now, for those of you who don't know, I also do true crime. I talk about true crime stories and I love it. It's kind of my downtime. And again, I've missed all of that on YouTube. I have my favourites that I watch on YouTube with these true crime things. I've missed all of that. I've been like in a bubble. So going back to my kitting up videos, I kitted up a load of kits. Various ones. Some I'm working on, some for a later date, but they are ready for me to talk about true crime, so that will be coming back as well. That was my point. Again, going around the houses, right? Oh, quick shout out. Crafting with Shay. Crafting with Shay reached out to me last night, and she was like, I heard you moved house. Obviously I sponsored Mermaids and Magic, and she was letting me know that who the winner was. They have since contacted me. They've just sent me an email, so I will deal with that. But Crafting with Shay, she said, oh, I heard you've moved house, and she was like, I missed you, and we interacted for a hot minute. And I'm like, girl, I've got my Wi-Fi back now, and I'm about to binge watch all the... I'm a member on her channel. I'm about to binge watch all those and the Wip N Chats and the lives that I've missed. Girl, I've missed Shay and interacting with Shay, and because I've had no Wi-Fi, I'm now dealing with all of the emails. You must all think that I'm very, very rude, and I've just kind of disappeared. I have not disappeared, and I apologise. I got your orders just before Easter, and I had to be out of that house by Easter, basically. So your orders they're shipped, okay? You should all have emails. There are a couple of back orders that I have to correct. They are being corrected. The rest of the orders, it's going to be a big order, guys. You've kept me busy while I've been MIA. All of those orders are going in tomorrow, so please give me 2 to 3 weeks from now, and it will be here. They will be shipped out and everything. I assure you, I've dropped the ball a little bit, but I couldn't help it. It was Easter. I had no Wi-Fi for a week, and all of that fun stuff. 99% of you totally understand and are like, hey, don't worry about me. I can wait. Just get sorted. 99% of you have. Some emails were getting a little bit hairy there for a while, but I explained the situation, and everyone was fully on board. And I appreciate the patience that you've had, because they were here before Easter. I just couldn't ship them out, and then I set all my computer up to sit down and do all of that, and it wouldn't work. I had to bring it all upstairs. So you should all have emails, okay? They are coming through already. If you haven't already got an email or a message from me, you will have tracking very, very soon, and you should have them over the weekend. So I appreciate the patience and the kindness very, very much. And all of you who have placed orders that still says awaiting processing or something, it says they're about to go to processing. They're about to be put in with my supplier now that everything is up and running, and then we can move forward. Once all of them are in, then I'll focus on the new releases and everything else that's coming. Now, I do have some very exciting things to show you. Let me get a cup of tea and we will discuss. Okay, I am back with a cup of tea, and when going back a couple of weeks, I said new house, new energy, new ideas and new perspectives. That was my motto, and that's what kept me going. Okay, so new house, we're in it. We're here. We're finding homes for everything. It's all happening. New energy, that's definitely happened all on its own. It's a new, positive, relaxed, happy contentness. That's the new energy. New ideas. Okay, so I had some before we moved, and just as I was moving in, the delivery turned up. And again, my members will know this already, but I have new kits, and I have 50 of each. One is rounds and one is square, and these are sample kits, meaning that they are 20 by 20 in size, and there is a round design and a square design. And the idea behind that was that if you want to try my company, but you're not quite sure and you don't want to quite invest in a premium kit, because let's face it, we're kind of up there, then you can buy this little sample kit to test the quality of the drills of the canvas, and it comes with 4 ABs on each design, because all of my kits come with ABs as standard. So I'm going to, of course, put that in the sample kits. I have completed the square one, which I will show on Monday, okay? Because we're going to talk about it there on Monday, and I will show you how it comes. Now, when you order from my store, any kit other than these sample kits, but any kit, when you purchase a kit, it gets packed by me. One, I'm obsessive with quality control. I had several issues when I trusted the old supplier to send out kits. They sent the wrong kits to the wrong people. They sent unbranded kits. That it was a whole thing. I don't like it because it's my name on the line, and I'm a little bit obsessive. Okay, so I want everything right. Now, I also put goodie bags in those orders. So inside the goodie bag, you get, just off the top of my head, you get a washi tape and stickers and business cards and other goodies that I make them goodie bags myself. But you get my branded washi tape and things like that. With these sample kits, you will not get the goodie bag because it's a sample, right? But you do get a toolkit, and you do get what I am now adding into the goodie bags, because you have the choice of a toolkit or no toolkit or wax only. So you won't get a toolkit if you don't want one, but you will get inside the goodie bags now, you will find a cover minder. Yes, I'm doing cover minders. So in the sample kits, you will get a toolkit with a free cover minder. So don't just chuck that toolkit to one side because you'll have a cover minder in there. But that's what we're now doing. We're adding cover minders. Again, new ideas, right? We're adding cover minders to all of the orders. And they're kind of collectibles, because there's, for example, the daisies. You get a teal one, a sunflower one, a pink one, a white one, a blue one, that kind of thing. They're collectible. You can collect the set. So cover minders are now in the goodie bags and in all of your orders. With the sample kits, they will go inside the toolkits because they come with toolkits. And so the design for the round kit is this one, and the design for the square kit is this one, which I have completed and enjoyed doing it. So took me a good few hours, but yeah, they're just 20 by 20, and it's purely, the reason behind it is because if you want to try my company but you don't want to invest in a bigger kit, this is the ideal chance for you to try my company and see what you get for your money if you invest in a bigger kit, also along with a goodie bag. So also I thought some people start on squares and stick with squares, and don't know round kits, so that would work, trying a small round kit. And again, for the squares, if you're too nervous about trying squares, this is small enough to kind of play with that. I did complete it, and I had so many drills left over, like plenty of drills left over, which I like to think is standard with our kits. On occasion you do run out, on occasion errors are made. I don't always check the drill bags because I can never get them back in the bag as they come. So yeah. I also have something else lined up. I'm waiting for them to be delivered before I make an announcement on that, and see how that goes across in the company as well. Again, it's a trial and error kind of thing. Again, I will have 50 to try. These are for the bigger kits in my store. But they are on their way to me right now. So I'm keeping that one a little bit more private for a little bit longer. Will they be here by Monday? I don't think so. We'll be very lucky if they're here by Monday, where I can make the announcement of how the kits will then come in the store, excusing the sample kits because they're samples. So yeah, it's all very, very exciting. It's all very... It's all happening, guys. It's all happening. I absolutely love running my company, and I love the injection of new ideas. I enjoy trying to stand out against other companies, and that's not to bash other companies, not at all. I'm just saying I like to be different. I like to offer different things, and try different things to see how they go across. I began my YouTube journey, oh my gosh, it'll be 4 years this month. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're heading into our 4th year, I believe. So I've been here on YouTube for quite some time, and from that my company began, and I've always come to you guys, especially on my Monday Night Lives, and said, hey, what kits would you like to see? Hey, what do you think to this idea? Hey, the prime example was I put it out there that, do you want bigger kits with more colours, 100 by 100 for example? You all jumped at that idea. You all jumped at the opportunity of having a bigger kit. So that's something I'm looking into, size wise. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. But I'm very, very excited about where we're heading. And, you know, I work hard, and I try to keep the steady flow and the delays to a minimum. It's just Chinese New Year on top of Easter, on top of moving. It's just caused me to fall behind a little bit. But I promise you, I'm back on it. I'm dealing with it. Orders are going in tonight to my supplier. All the ones that I have kind of left sit in awaiting processing, they will soon go to processing, which means the supplier has them and the kits are on their way to me. So yeah, very, very exciting times, I have to say. I would love to do more Wip N Chats. I just worry because I go live on Monday, and it's not one of those things where I go, oh, we've been here 2 hours, gotta go now, bye. I'm not one of those people. I'm there for hours and hours, and I talk and I waffle on and I share things and interact with you guys. I love Mondays. I love Mondays. I love hanging out with you. I love diamond painting with you and chit-chatting and catching up with everybody and all what you've been up to. It's amazing. And I do love my Monday nights. And I'm back. We're back. Okay, we're up and running. We've got the Wi-Fi. The PC is connected with StreamYard, ready to go. I will be here Monday. Just to hang out and have some fun and all of that good stuff. But yes, I've missed you so much, and I would love to do more Wip N Chats. It's just I talk so much and I share so much on Mondays that it's quite difficult for me to sit down and talk about other things, you know. I'm not one really for talking about my personal life, as in what's going on with me personally, other than what's going to affect my lives or my YouTube or my business and having to move. You know, if it's affecting those things, I kind of talk about it, but I don't really talk about my personal life because, you know, I don't have much of one. I'm so busy running the business and everything, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, and my business is my life, and you guys are my life and my friends, and I appreciate you so very much and the support that you have shown. One thing, I want to touch on a couple of things. I know we've been here an hour and I'm just going to keep talking, but I want to touch on a couple of things, okay? When I came on and I got the news that I had to move, it came out of nowhere, and I was just like, what? I thought it was going to be a tenancy agreement, and I was going to go back to them and say, fix the floors, then we'll talk. That's what I thought we were going to go. And it wasn't. It was a notice to leave the house. And it kind of threw me. And I was a little taken aback, a little, oh my gosh, now what? You know, I was in that situation. And you guys just rallied around me on my Monday Night Live. And you supported me. And I remember when Henry... He was quite poorly there for a hot minute, and he was being all weird and shaking his head side to side. And I know that sounds strange because dogs always do that, but it was in a very odd motion, and he was unresponsive. We went and got ham out the fridge. Now normally he would snap your hand off to get this ham, and he would not engage in the ham or even take it, or I put it on the floor for him and he was like not interested in it. Something was very, very off. And I came on and I was talking about, you know, I was up with him all night and I put him in my room and keeping an eye on him. I didn't know if he was going to make it. Very scary. And you all in chat were like, hey, we'll help you with the vet bills. And I'm like, no thank you. I'm not one that easily accepts help, and maybe I should do a little bit better at that. And I appreciated the gesture so much. It really touched me that you guys were willing to donate and help me with the vet bills and everything. It meant a great deal, but I'm not one that easily sits back and goes, oh, okay, thank you, you know. And then Joanna was saying that she was having a D-stash and everybody come along and grab a Diamond Art Club in her D-stash. I just love stash videos as a whole, as a thing. I always love seeing what other people buy, and what kind of tastes they have. I love all of that. I'm fanatical about dime painting, right? So I went along, and then she was announcing that she was helping a friend in the community and she was raising money for that. And I was like, okay, cool. So I bought 3 kits. Little did I know that she donated the money to me to help me move. And again, had she come to me and said, I'm going to do this for you, I would have gone, no thank you. There must be someone else out there that could do with the help. She didn't do that. She just whacked it straight into my bank account and said, there you go, you know, have at it. I was so blown away, because that's a generosity that I'm not familiar with. And when we were on a video call and she told me, I broke down and cried, and I couldn't thank her enough. And again, I still can't thank her enough. She really helped in that situation, and just proved that there are really true, kind people out in this universe and in this dime painting community. Thank you, Joanna. Truly, I will never forget what you did. It was very, very generous of you to do that. But I don't know if it's a British thing. I don't know if it's a Cindy thing. But we find it very difficult. I find compliments as a whole very difficult. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm just feeling extremely grateful and humbled by all of your generosity and all of your offers to help and everything. It means so much, you will never know. And this is coming from a person with a very traumatic, abusive background. And I think that's, again, half of the problem, because, you know, you protect yourself and close yourself off to deal with issues. But I've learned over these 3 or 4 years that I can come on here and just talk about pretty much anything and everything. And you guys always surprise me by just being super amazing. And I really do have the very best fanatics in my corner. And I'm just super, super grateful to you all. And truly, truly appreciate everything that you do. Whether it's just turning up on Monday and chatting with me and keeping me company, and right down to offers of help and everything. Another shout out I want to do, and again, this touched me, because again, I'm not used to it. I'm so used to coming on and doing giveaways and sending stuff off, and I don't do it for any other reason than to make someone's day, to make their day a little bit brighter, and just pay it forward, right? That's kind of a motto that I go by. I'm trying to bring a little bit of happiness your way, and share stuff. And I've got so many kits here that I want to destash, and I can't be bothered to destash them the traditional way. I don't want to put them on Facebook. I don't want to sit here on my live and do it that way, because I just don't have the time or the inclination. So I would rather box them up and go, hey, you won a prize, you won a kit. And it's just kits in my stash. It could be a Diamond Art Club, it could be a Fanatic kit, it could be a fan sales kit. Do you know what I mean? It's just paying it forward. I moved into my house and the energy is just very, very different. I'm extremely happy. I walk around my house, I make a cup of tea, I go in my craft room, and I'm very, I don't want to say lucky, because I do work hard, not only on myself, but in my store and on my YouTube. I try to keep things innovative and fresh and forward moving. And I turned up at my house and I got an Amazon package. And I'm like, oh, the Amazon packages I've had. I couldn't find my pillowcases, so I went on Amazon and they said, oh, sure, we'll give you some pillowcases tomorrow. Cool. I cannot find my remote for my TV where I can watch YouTube while I diamond paint, or true crime while I diamond paint, or my wrestling while I diamond paint. I can't find the blimmin' remote anywhere. I relented, okay? I relented and I bought one, and it will be here today. You can laugh at me, I that's fine. But this Amazon package turned up and I'm thinking, don't remember ordering anything. And I opened it up and it is a gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous, a wax melt burner, and it changes colour and it lights up. It goes from pink to purple to white to blue to yellow to green. And it's the wax scents that came with the burner. I don't mean with the burner, but was gifted to me a box of wax melts plus the burner, and I've got ice cream in the burner, and I put it on for a couple of hours on the evening when I'm diamond painting, and it just makes my house smell of ice cream. It's amazing. Leanne, aka Charisma Art, you are so very generous, and thank you so very much. It was something I didn't know I needed. Now I can't be without, so I might invest in another one for my front room and sit there and, you know, make my house smell of peach melba or something. But you are so very generous. You sent me an Easter box with I had a posh box of chocolates, and Leanne bought the kids cream eggs, and there was also a pack of coasters in there. She also got me a storage unit for kitting up, and for my birthday. You're so very kind, and thank you so very much for sending that. It touches my heart genuinely and honestly. All of your gifts mean so much, and it's not something I will ever get used to. And Leanne's always like, oh, you're so kind to everybody else, and it's just a gesture. But you got to stop spoiling me now, Leanne, because like you sent me loads of stuff, and I appreciate it very, very much. I truly do. I'm just not very good at receiving things. And Joanna sent me 3 Diamond Art Clubs that I bid on, and I'm like, girl, you did enough by just sending me, I think it was $1,300. I mean, that's over £1,000 in our money, and it really went a long way to helping me put down the deposit and everything for this house. But I will never get used to people doing that. And thank you. On my desk downstairs in my craft room, I've got my little pink gnome that Dime Painting Gamer got me when she went on holiday. I love her. I call her because she's pink. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Kay sends me jelly sprogs all the time. Whenever I'm in a low mood, she sends me jelly sprogs, as well as other things. Sharon, again, also got me my gnome mug with my name on. That's at the storage unit right now, packed away safe, which will be coming to my house soon. I can't begin to tell you, you know. Oh, I also got a new dime painting pen from Leanne as well. I must, that's downstairs, I think. I've seen it somewhere. You know, I can't find anything in this house right now. But yeah, I'll be using that very soon. But there you go. I just want to end on a happy, positive note, because you guys really are amazing. And I appreciate you so very much. I've kept every card and letter and gift that has come my way. And Angel Lee Rose is another one. She sent me a little box. I'm actually using that tray in dime painting now. You sent me this tray, and you sent me a note saying you're amazing, and I had that on my fridge for the longest time. My fridge is now built in, so it's like now a cupboard front, so I can't put all my cover minders on the fridge anymore. Although I can in my craft room. There you go. See, I could put my note back up. So yeah, our fridge that we brought with us is in my craft room, so I can put all my cover minders. Oh, that's going to be fun. I've got the whole 3 sides to put cover minders on. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Thank you for all the love, the support, the kindness, supporting me on my channel, subscribing and joining me on my Monday nights and commenting on all my videos, being YouTube members. I'm in a very lucky place, you know, and I hit 2k as well, 2,000 subscribers. I hit that. You guys just rock. And I would love to do more of these Wip N Chats. It's just when I go live on Mondays, I don't know what to talk about 2 days later, and you know, it's tricky. I don't want to be on repeat, you know. So when you come on my Wip N Chat, you'll be like, you told us this Monday, you told us this Monday. I don't want that for you guys. I want other content. Anyway, I have waffled on for, let's see, I can't see that, an hour and 18 minutes, is that? I can't quite see it, it's tiny, but yeah, I've waffled on long enough. And thank you just for everything, being here, being present, and commenting on all of my videos and everything, you know. It means a lot. So today is Wednesday. I will hopefully have this up tonight for you guys to listen to and diamond paint to. And yeah. Oh, it's date night. It's date night. I have a date night with a very, very good friend of mine on Wednesdays. So, I'll look forward to date night. Because I've got my Wi-Fi. Yay! I know I ditched you last week. Oh, but yes. We call it date night. And we do have to find a better date, though. I'm just saying. But yes, thank you so very much. I'm feeling very, very full of love and gratitude right now, and I just want to do that. So, of course, Spring Flings is still going. I should have approached that earlier, but it's still going. When I come back on Monday, I will do the whip wheels. I think there's 2 or 3 to do. The fanatic wheels again. I will do those. I was going to do them in the Wip N Chat, but I've waffled on long enough. So yeah, I'm so very thankful, and I will get this uploaded for tonight. And yeah, fill me in chat, in the comments. You know, I've just missed you guys. So, yeah. I'm going to go because I'm just waffling on. Love, hugs, and sparkles to you all. Bye.